Yo, Kingdom, community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe.
Boom! Yes, and you see it. Listen, I already know that you're jealous. I know that you're upset with me once again because you see the living legend sitting next to me. I told y'all, man, that if you pray 2 times a day, God will keep the haters away, okay? Listen, man, we are here with the living legend, man, Mr. Ronald Harvey himself, man. Listen, stand up on your feet right now and give this man a huge round of applause, man. Yes. Thank you so much, my brother. It's an honor. Listen, the GOAT right here, man. This is the GOAT. No, he's not been held hostage. He came on his own. Yes, he came on his own, on time, because that's how he is, because he's punctual. I'm telling you, he's the guy that will fix your life. I promise you, he will fix your life, your business, everything. I promise you. And you will learn why, okay? You will learn why real soon. But listen, before we move forward, because we got to get to this guy, we got to pay 2 quick bills, okay? 2 real quick bills, all right? Number 1, if God woke you up this morning, give him all the praise. Give him all the praise. Give him all the glory and honor because he's worthy to be praised. I promise you, listen, it does not matter what you're going through right now. God is able, okay? He knows what you're going through, but he just wants you to come talk to him, okay? Listen, man, build some kind of relationship with him, okay? Listen, man, hard times don't last forever, all right? Listen, it's gonna be okay, but just have faith and please believe in yourself, okay? Believe in yourself. Self-love is key, okay? But go talk with him, all right? Go talk with him. Now, when you finish talking with him, come down to 7510 Gunners Ferry Road, the Groove Smoothie and Juice Bar, and come get you a smoothie, okay? That's important, okay? Listen, talk with God, and then come get you a smoothie, okay? That's a good day. That's a good day to me, okay? That's a good day. All right, come down, man. We have the best smoothies in the world. I promise you. I'm telling you, okay? And guess what? We're black owned. Yes, black owned. So come support, okay? And we will take care of you. I promise you. All right. Listen, put the Coca-Cola down. Put it down, okay? And come get you a smoothie, okay? From the Groove, okay? 7510 Garnish Ferry Road. Come by and stop by and come dance with us, okay? Let's have a good time, all right? Now, let's get to the GOAT, the guy, the God himself, Mr. Ronald Harvey. Brother, how are you doing, man?
Man, I'm phenomenal. I mean, it's just good. And I tell people every single day. Let me back up for Tuck, though. I mean, Tuck say, I need you to start with God, then I need you to get your groove on.
Yes.
So get with God and then come on down and connect with the groove.
Come on.
And take care of another black business. You know,
yes.
I'm doing great because it's awesome to support a black business owner.
Yeah.
It's awesome that you start with God.
Yes.
And they need to see black men talk about God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you know, it's good to be here,
man. Because listen, he is the reason for the season. Yes. And without him, we wouldn't even be here right now. I promise you, man. God is the community. Okay. So listen, man. We have to support each other, and that's why I'm so thankful for him because he's took time out his morning, his busy schedule to come talk with us, man. And listen, humbled, okay, humbled, man, beyond words, man. So, my God, man, you know, for those who have been living up under a rock and have no idea who you are, right? Where are you from, my brother?
Originally from a city called Delray Beach,
okay,
which is in Florida.
If you look
at Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, which is in Palm Beach County, you know, is where I grew up at.
Okay.
My background is pretty humbling, I guess. You know, I grew up as the last of 12 children.
Wow.
Yeah, so
12?
yeah, so it's 12 of us, you know, but before me, you know, I show up as number 12. You know, so a lot of hand-me-downs.
It's a lot of
That make
long
you
nights
real
too.
humble. A lot
Yeah.
of long nights. A lot of learning how to survive before you even hit the streets.
A lot of getting bullied in the house, man. I'm telling you, wow, it's painful.
But it was phenomenal just to learn what you learn. I mean,
Right.
I would really say that, you know, being the last of 12, they actually set me up for success.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they literally set me up for success, and so that's important to understand, is understanding, you know, where you come from.
Right.
And here's what I challenge people here, Tuck, is if you can identify by name your grandfather, your great-grandfather, and your great-great-grandfather in our community, it will change our community.
Wow.
Because it helps you understand your foundation. And so where I come from starts in Nassau, Bahamas.
Wow.
Yeah, so my mom is Bahamian accent. That's her roots.
Right.
And that's important to understand where you come from. So when you say where you come from, most people start with where they were born at. But what's your real background? You know, most of us as men, I mean, get into the place where you know your grandfather. Most of us do. But when you say what's your great grandfather's name?
Right.
We become a little hesitant.
Right. We be like, right, because nobody really knows past their granddad.
Yeah. Which I think it causes us not to have a good foundation, a connection, for us to understand where you come from.
That's fact.
That's
fact. Man, so when you were 17 years old and you decided to go into the military, correct?
Yes.
Now, this man served his country, man. Served his country. Now, what branch did you attend?
Yeah, Army. I mean, you know, I had military's been in my family for as long as I can recall.
Wow.
So we've always served the country. Dad is a pastor, and we lost my dad last year. Transition. Which is the person that helped me really get grounded in life. Just that one person that kept it real, but also boosted you and gave you encouragement, but kept it real. And I knew at 16 I was going to the military.
Wow. How?
I just knew that where I was at wasn't a community I wanted to stay in.
Gotcha.
I knew I wanted something bigger. I wanted to see the world. I wanted to get a college education. And the last of 12 kids, ain't no money. Money done, bro.
Right.
By the time you get to number 12,
you on your own.
You better get a good GPA.
Yeah.
A whole lot of prayer. Ain't no money for college. And so it was my way to live a dream.
Right.
And so I literally at 16, my parents had to sign and allow me to join. And I was in the program at the beginning of my 12th grade year. I was already in a delayed entry program. And I knew I was going to stay 20 years out the gate. I knew I was going and I wasn't coming out until I retired.
Wow.
So that was locked in for 2. I knew where I was going to be up for the next 20 years.
Wow, man. So, oh man, 10 years in, right? When you was in the military for 10 years, right? How did those 10 years change that 17-year-old?
Wow, a lot. Because in those first 10 years, you know, I didn't join to go to combat. Let's be real. I went for college money.
Yeah.
I didn't join for
Let's
combat.
be honest about that. Nobody really joins for combat.
Yeah, they're about 2% of the military. That's about 8%. There's another motive.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. Just understanding what you do it for. And I'm a leadership guru.
Right.
It doesn't matter what people do things for. Just understand why they do it so you can support that.
Facts.
So I didn't join for combat.
Facts.
But in those first 10 years, I found myself in Desert Storm.
Wow.
At a very young age, yeah. So I'm like, hey man, we training for this. And then when it was time, I'm like, I ain't really joined for this.
Right.
But I was so committed to it, and I was going to stay for 20 years. So I found myself in combat in my first 10 years. You know, I was 25 years old. So I found myself in combat leading people at 25 years old.
Wow.
Which made me grow up real fast because
You was a born leader though.
Yeah, but I was nervous and I was afraid. And, and what made it challenging for me at 25, there's 8 people that I'm taking into combat. And you know, you tell all the spouses and you have briefings and people that have a military background. I know you always try to, the family is just as important as the person.
Right.
And I can remember one of the young wives saying, hey, I'm holding you accountable to bring my husband home. That's a lot of people.
Wow.
I'm worried about me coming home. But that woke me up to say, this ain't about you anymore.
Wow.
There are people depending on you to all of the stuff you've done to keep your head on right. And so I've always traveled with that from that point forward. It literally helped me mature. From that point forward, it was never about me.
Wow.
That's where I really got the lesson.
So, wow, awesome, man, awesome. So, but now past those 10 years, those next 10 years,
Yes.
now you look at leadership totally different now.
Absolutely. After those next 10 years, and you can imagine, you know, combat was tough.
Right.
It really was.
Yeah.
It wasn't my toughest assignment.
Right.
And people like, combat wasn't? No, I got selected for recruiting duty after combat.
Wow.
That handed me my butt.
Wow.
In my first 6 months in that job, I was ready to get out of the military.
Wow.
I was ready to call it quits, and I had made a commitment.
Listen, that's a real tough job.
It hands you your butt. I mean, it literally hands you your butt. And it did for me as well. You know, so I knew my career, I knew what I went in for, had a college education, but it's a job where you constantly get rejected. And so you're dealing with politics, you're dealing with the job, you're dealing with young kids, you're dealing with a lot of variables that you have to know. You can do everything just right, but still fail.
It still fail, wow.
Because you don't have control of a young kid saying yes or no.
Wow.
So you can do everything just right, but I can remember in my first 6 months, I was getting ready to get out of the military, and I called my dad up, and I was at that breaking point. I'm done. None of my leaders in the military could talk me to stay. You know, had family that talk me to stay, and I called my dad up, and my dad is legally blind.
Right.
Just at home doing this thing, and I didn't even. And we had a close relationship. We always talk, and I called him up. I didn't even say, "Hey, how you doing?" None of that. I just like, "Man, I'm done. I'm getting out." And my dad said, "Hey, slow down, man." Then I apologized. I said, "Let me ask you, how you doing?" And we did that. He said, "What's going on?" I said, "I'm getting out." He said, "What's up?" I said, "I'm just tired. I'm frustrated. They're not training me." For those of you that you'll probably resonate with this, I said they're not training me. I don't feel like I'm getting support, and I'm tired of getting told no. This is tough. I said I had better support in combat. And he says, "Hey son, got it. Got you upset." He said, "You can get out." This was a pivotal point for me as a man. He said, "But you can't come back home." He says, "If you have to come home because something bad happens to you, the door is open. But if you're giving up on life because you're frustrated, I can't be a safe haven for you because you quit." He said, "You're quitting. I can't allow you to be a quitter here."
Wow.
He said, "I love you unconditionally, but if you're quitting, I can't be that safe haven because you decided to quit." I said, "Okay." He said, "Tell me what you're upset about." He said, "Well, before you even do that, tell me why you joined." I said, "I joined for college money." He said, "You got your degree?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "What else?" He said, "I want to see the world." He said, "Well, you're seeing it, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, you done got everything you want.
Now you ready to bear.
Now you ready to bear."
Wow, that's powerful, man. That's powerful.
It saved me because he said, "Here's what I think you may want to pay attention to." He said, "Don't worry about your quota. You get a quota and you got to put so many people in."
Right.
He says, "You're back in your own community. I literally was in my own community where I grew up at.
Right.
Just like you get to work here in this
Right.
He says, "And there are kids all over this community that need the same opportunities you got. The Army rescued you and gave you everything you wanted. There's somebody that needs you. Why don't you focus on those kids instead of those numbers?"
Oh man.
I never worried about another number. I became super successful. 21 years in the military, so 11 years later, I retired from it. And I stayed in the recruiting command all that time.
Wow. That changed you right there.
Because it helps you become humble.
Right.
And I think sometimes you gotta have, I was running someone else's race. I was worried about the numbers. I was worried about how people were judging me. And I wasn't running a race that I wanted to run.
Right.
And so I had to get my head together and start running my own race.
Right.
So that helped me out a lot. So Dad was solid, held me accountable, challenged me when I need to be challenged, but loved me when I need to be loved, and then hugged me when I need to be hugged. He played many, many roles.
Right.
And that's what helped me.
Right. Right. Wow, man. Hey, salute to all the fathers out there, man. Salute to all the fathers for that tough love.
Yes.
That tough love, man. I'm telling you, man, that's so important. Young men need that, man. Young men, listen. But he said something that's key, right? Your dad hugged him when he needed to be hugged. You know what I'm saying? Not cuddle. But come here right quick, boy. Get it together. Yeah. Come on. All right, now, going back out there. You know what I'm saying? Yes. That's real love right there, man. I'm telling you, that's real love. So, going forward, man, now, when you leave the military, so many veterans have that, they have an issue making that transition from the military to, let's say, regular regular
work. Yeah, regular
yeah.
work. Yeah.
Well,
a job.
We called it civilian life.
Yes.
Right. How was that transition for you?
Initially, when it came out, the transition was easy to go to civilian life, if you will.
Right.
For work purposes.
Right.
My mentality was the challenge because the military teaches you not to smile because it's a sign of weakness, so don't let people see your hand. So I had to change my entire demeanor to be effective in corporate America. Because the military, the higher you go up, you kind of don't show your hand. Well, let me do a side conversation. If you're a husband and you don't show your wife when you're hurting and you're frustrated and you're irritated, she doesn't know how to help you. And so I had to learn how to allow me to show up for who I was versus this thing I had to do in the military, because what worked in the military was destroying my relationships externally outside of the military. Because you come across as hard and can't connect and not approachable and all these things that wasn't necessary to a degree in the military. Very destructive in corporate America. And so I had to take a break, and I tell veterans, take a break to remodel how you're gonna show up. How you show up as smiling, and how you show up as nice, and how you show up as approachable, and you don't get the bark orders, and you don't get to dictate things. The military will let you be as mean as you wish and pay you for it. Corporate America will terminate you for it.
Bye.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a lawsuit.
But that customer service. It's customer service.
I think my transition, I took off some time, and then I got hired by the military immediately, because that was my comfort zone. And so I went into a job that found me, and I was able to do coaching and leadership development wearing a suit and tie. You know, so the transition was a little easier than some veterans, because it's really tough just to get out of what you've been doing for 21 years. It's tough. It's a hard habit to break.
I mean, you know, I've seen it, man. It's extremely tough. My dad struggled with it. Like, listen, man, PTSD was real in my house, man. Listen, there were times, man, where my dad would, like, you know, literally wake up, man, crawling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's in battle with something. And that was real to us. You know, when you're 10 years old, like, Dad, you know, but
it is real. And for the veterans,
it's super
people
real.
that have veterans in the household, it is real. I mean, you figure, I did my combat tours, and there's still times I wake up, you know, having nightmares from the stuff that you're exposed to. You know, so you just got to be able to talk about that and let the people in. Oftentimes, veterans block everybody out.
Facts.
Because they feel they got it. And we really don't have it. And so you got to have someone that you're okay with being vulnerable and transparent with, so they know when you do wake up at night, how to pay attention to what to do and what not to do, because they can get real dangerous.
Oh, man. Awesome information. Listen. First of all, before we move forward, salute to all the veterans. Salute to all the veterans, and thank you for those current servicemen, okay? Thank you for your service, man. God bless y'all, man. Thank you for it. Listen, it's because of you, right, that we can sleep good at night.
Yes,
all right?
absolutely.
So thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate y'all.
And your family's pay.
Yes.
Those that have partners, thank them, because if the so is the family.
Right, exactly. So going forward, man, so you started your own business.
Yes.
Okay, what is that?
Oh my goodness. Global core strategies and consulting, and our real niche, what we get called for is when there's silos in the workplace, there's a high turnover, or there's conflict, or you got people that's getting promoted that's technically sharp, but they don't have the leadership ability. And so we come in to help organizations make sure they close the leadership gap.
Wow.
And everybody knows that's watching this, there is a huge leadership gap in every segment of our population.
Right.
Nobody taught anybody. I've gone through a course that taught you how to lead during a crisis.
Facts. That's facts.
Ain't nobody learn how to lead during
Nah. Right.
I mean,
Nobody.
Nobody learn how to lead during COVID.
Nobody.
Now the
Right.
airplanes in the air, we piecing this airplane
Right.
together.
Exactly.
And so what we get the beauty of doing is helping companies develop people like you and I that's going to run their organization.
Okay.
You know, so you have a business here. Where do you pick up that skill set of customer service, staying on time, best customer service, delivering? Because quite honestly, nobody cares about why you didn't deliver. They care that you didn't deliver. They don't care about your reasons or your excuses.
Facts.
They want what they want that they paid for. And I tell people, I say, at the back end of it, nobody's like concerned if your lights got turned on. Nobody's concerned if your baby was sick, and that is super important. But once customers pay for something, they want it, and we got to deliver.
Exactly.
And we teach leaders how to make sure you take care of people while also helping people.
So let me ask you this, because so many people that lead people, like managers, man, supervisors, right, CEOs, right, they all, listen, they look to him. Like, this guy has people who are like, listen, man, leading, man, foundation, man, corporation, leading, man, 200, man, 300 people. Like, they're leading those people, but they come to him for guidance, okay? How does that make you feel?
It's humbling. And I want to tell you that for young people that are watching, or anybody that's watching, never drink your own Kool-Aid. Which means no matter how great you become, don't get caught up in it.
Right.
Because I actually walk into an organization and ensure that I just stay Ronald Harvey. That's just who I am. And so no matter what platform people put you on, don't get caught up in drinking your own Kool-Aid. Stay humble. Stay really, really good. I continue to develop myself. So no matter how much I learn, I'm always learning more. And there's always, I have a coach. And people look at it and say, man, you got a coach? Yeah. Just
That's
like LeBron James.
You have a coach?
I have a coach.
Wow.
Michael Jordan had him.
He did. He had a coach.
LeBron James got
a coach.
And so if you're going to reach the level, because all of us have what we call experiential blindness, which means you only know what you've been exposed to. What about all those opportunities that you've never been exposed to that I may be exposed to that I can at least get you into space? I don't care how great you get, you always got to have someone that's looking at what you're not watching.
Wow.
And that's super important so you can grow.
Extremely important.
Yeah, it's
extremely important.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to grow, find someone that's going to be in your corner, that's going to be an advocate, and that's going to hold you accountable in a respectful manner. You don't want anybody that's going to chastise you.
Right.
You don't want anybody to kill your motivation. You don't want anybody to kill your demeanor. You want somebody that's in your corner and say, hey man, I got you, and you're doing good here, but here's an opportunity for improvement. So what I think helps me is I don't believe in constructive criticism at all.
What do you call it?
I'll tell you why I don't call it constructive criticism, then I'll give you that. Construct means to build. When's the last time either one of us ever went and just asked somebody to criticize us?
Never.
Ever. In my life, I've never asked nobody to criticize me.
Wow.
I've never asked my close friends to criticize me. Anybody that's important to me, I never asked them to criticize me.
Right.
I asked them for feedback. But who wants to be criticized?
Nobody.
So constructive criticism means to build and then punch me in the gut.
Right. Right.
I ain't about that relationship.
Right.
Ever. No matter how much you think I'm good or not good, I'm never in a situation where I want to be criticized. I do want the opportunity to say, hey Ron, I think here's an opportunity for you to get better at this.
Right.
But I don't want you to come and tell me how horrible I am.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you play sports, man, you hated when the coach came down on you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But you love to praise.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And you need feedback.
Right. You definitely need feedback, though.
Critics don't change the world. Critics tell you how bad the world is, but they don't put any energy into building you back up.
Right.
And so I think it's important for me to stay humble, to stay realistic, to stay approachable. And people that know me, like that are close to me, and for me, that's important that they know me and not what I do. Because what I do is not who I am.
Right.
And so when I walk in and what helps me work with those leaders that's at that high level, and they're phenomenal people who work with that's running multi-million-dollar organizations.
Phenomenal people. Phenomenal people.
I know they need me, and I know they count.
Right.
I have a specific role in their life, and I show up to do that. They expect me to hold them accountable. They expect me to keep it real. They expect me to take care of the workforce, and they get a chance to have a safe space to be real. Because when you get to the top, the oxygen is real thin.
Can't breathe. Can't breathe.
Your mistakes cost you a whole lot. One mistake will get you out of a job.
Exactly.
Yeah, one mistake. When you lower at the top, you know, you're the one that's getting things done for us.
Right.
Those mistakes, you can make 10 of them and still keep your job. One mistake, and the higher you go, takes you out. And so they depend on me to help them stay successful in what they're doing. But the primary role for me is my mentality is serving people. It's not about how smart I am.
Facts.
I always say, tell me how I can serve you.
Wow.
Tell me what I can do that you can't do by yourself.
Wow. Man. Listen, I hope you guys have your notebooks, man, okay? Write this stuff down, okay? Listen, man, play it back, okay, from the beginning, okay? Cause my guy, he's dropping some jewels, man, for free. Okay, for free. It's free game today. Okay? But now, guess what? We're not done. Nah, we're not done because we got something for you. We got something for you right here, man. What is this all about right here, man? Just make a difference, okay? Just make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I mean, I have to give credit to my wife. And what Tuck said, you know, and if you look at our relationship, I think I met Tuck in just a general relationship with Patrick Patterson and doing the Middle Achievement Conference.
Yeah.
We just connected. I mean, I saw something in him that was just real down to earth. You know, getting his work on, staying true, having fun, which is important. All that is important to me.
Right.
And so my wife would always say, hey, you know, when you go places, people take notes. I'll tell you here, I speak from the heart. There's not a notepad anywhere with me. You'll probably never see one when I talk. You'll probably never see one when I give information or content.
Wow.
Because I come from inside of my heart. Like real real-time polished speaker, but I come from here. And so I tell you, if you hear something you like, jot it down. Because if you text me and ask me what I said on the test, I really don't know.
Yeah, speaking from the heart.
It's authentic for me.
Right.
And so my wife started capturing everything I was doing and where I was at for about a year, you know, without me even knowing it. She came to me and said, hey, I want to show you this. And she just said, I said, what is it? She said, it's what you say.
Wow.
She said, why don't you just put it together? Give it as gifts. I don't push it hard. I say, you know, when I go places and I speak, I give them as gifts to people.
Wow.
But it's a book of quotes that I live by, that I use in organizations, that I talk to people. And one of my favorite in the book is that your audio must match your video.
Wow. Please explain that.
Which means that what you do is louder than what you say.
Wow.
People listen to what you do,
right,
and watch what you say.
Wow.
And so when you're saying, hey, if you really care about black business, people say, well, let me see it. If you really say you're gonna, be a good business person, people say, let me see it. You can say it as many times as you wish until you actually do it. Nobody pays attention.
Nobody pays attention.
Nobody. I don't care who it is.
Actions matter, man.
More than what you say. More than what you say. Because there's a whole lot of gibberish right now.
Right.
People are not following through. And so if you're in a role, ask yourself every day, does my audio match my video?
Right.
That's something that I coin and I use everywhere that I go. And I ask every leader, is your audio matching your video? Is what you're saying, and we've all watched those movies.
Yeah.
If sound goes out, we up turning the TV,
we
sound back in.
Yeah. Losing your mind.
Yeah. Because what we're seeing is not matching up with what we're hearing. We're not hearing anything. And here's what I'll tell you. It's like Wi-Fi. People always ask me, hey, how do you make sure that you're taking care of people? I say, pay attention to Wi-Fi. Like, what are you talking about? I say, take your cell phone. We're using it for our program today. Shut off your Wi-Fi. Shut off all your internet connection. Your phone is useless. Because it's operating solely off of connection. Right. Shut off your Wi-Fi and all your connections. Your phone is really much an expensive device that has no purpose for you. Here's what I asked every leader to tell you. Do you have Wi-Fi with the people that you actually need? Because if you're dropping signals with the people that are dependent on you, you're not as effective as you can because you don't have a signal. Wow. How many parents don't have a signal with their kids? How many husbands don't have a signal with their wife? How many people don't have a signal with the things that matter to them the most? And if you drop signal, we will. Verizon coined it. Can you hear me now? Wow. That's what that really means. Do you have a real Wi-Fi with the person that matters to you? And if you don't have a Wi-Fi connection, it's just a bunch of hot air. Wow.
That's game. That's game right there, man. Do you have Wi-Fi?
With the person that matters.
With the person that matters to you, man. Okay? Yes. That true connection. Yes. All right?
And when you drop
that's
signal,
so important.
Reconnect.
Reconnect. But my question is, how do people, reconnect with themselves?
Super important. I mean, and what we don't do well in our community, and we're doing a lot better, we were afraid of mental health awareness.
Facts.
We didn't want to talk about mental health. We didn't want to talk about health concerns. We didn't want to talk about diabetes. We didn't want to talk about men showing their feelings. And if people don't show it, what happens is it shows up somewhere else that you can't even control. Facts. And then it destroys everything that matters to you. I ask everybody, where are you taking time for you? Like, it's hard to jumpstart someone's battery if your battery's dead.
That's true.
If I went out there right now and you need me to jumpstart you and my battery's dead, we both got 2 dead batteries.
You get nothing, right.
We get nothing done. We can't even travel. So I ask everybody, where are you charging your battery at? Well, are you reading? Are you meditating? Are you praying? Are you sitting on the porch just in this space? For me personally, my wife will tell you, when he's in the yard, and most people see me and think that, hey, Ron has arrived. Let me help you. I still wash my car. I still go cut grass. I still do chores around the house. I still fold clothes. All those things that I've learned from my parents are important for me for values reasons, and I teach my kids that. So all the stuff that you think I don't do, or you think I not do, I do it. But that's where I connect with you.
Right.
That's where it brings me back down to you still just run, no matter.
It keeps you humble.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, keeps you humble.
Yeah, because I got chores when I get back in.
Oh, we all.
Yeah.
we all have somebody to answer to. Yes. You better believe that. We got somebody to answer to.
Yes, I got yours.
That honey to-do list is real,
yes.
y'all. It's real.
Yeah.
Wow, man. So listen, man. We we appreciate you. We appreciate you. I appreciate him so much, man. Listen, my mentor was, is my guy Patrick Patterson, and that's his mentor. Well, he's Pat's mentor, okay? So that should tell you something. I'm telling you, man, listen. But we're all standing on the shoulders of giants, okay? Each one can teach one, okay? But you have to be receptive to the lesson, okay? Learn, listen. There's nothing wrong with learning every single day. Learn something new every single day. Try your best to learn something new from people who let's say you may not have learned from.
It's true too. Think about it, Tuck. You joined us on Monday mornings.
Right.
I mean, and I started the call Monday morning when COVID first hit. And I stay open-minded about what do you add value?
Right.
If you're doing it just because you're good at it, that's nice. But people purchase it or invest in it because it adds value to them.
Fact.
So everything that I do, I always say, what's the value? What's the value? How am I adding to it? Not what am I getting from it.
Right.
What's the value I'm delivering? And so we do the call on Monday mornings. And there are people from when I started, man, I was thinking small. I said, man, let me just give me something to do. And let me reach out with a couple people. There's 20 people join it locally. I mean, we're on that call now where people, we don't know it's from around the world.
I'm telling you, it's deep.
Yes.
It's deep on there, man. You get on that call in the morning, man, it may be like 100 people on there, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got blankets and all, man, they drinking coffee, but they tuned in, I promise you. Tuned in, man, taking notes, okay? Taking notes.
If we don't do it, they call me, I took the holiday off. What you mean you're not doing it?
You're right.
Literally, they looked at me on Labor Day.
They don't play with Ron. They don't play. Ron started something, and Ron got to finish it, okay? Mr. Harvey is a well-respected man, who, listen, who does not mind serving, okay?
I should love it.
I'm telling you, man.
I love serving.
No, we love it. We love it because, listen, man, we're benefiting from it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much, man. Listen.
And I'll share here, Tuck.
Go ahead.
Here's what I want to, 2 messages for people. You never get to win your race running somebody else's race.
Wow.
You don't cross your finish line doing what Tuck does.
Wow.
What Tuck is doing is for him.
Right.
What I'm doing is for me.
Right.
I can't cross someone else's finish line doing what they do. So don't get so competitive with people. Collaborate with people. That's so important, that we run our own race and put people around us that's going to help us run it. I mean, also, be okay with giving people, how would I say it? Learn to give more without keeping score.
Wow.
And what I mean by that is, if you're keeping score every time you do something for me, or every time you say something for me, I'm here because Tuck asked. I didn't ask for anything. What do you need? Tell me when. Here's my link.
Okay.
And I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm not keeping score on what I do.
Right.
I'm not looking for anything in return except for one thing from him: to give back. Period. Whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
Give back to someone else. And I think sometimes in our communities, we keep score when we start giving.
Right.
And we got to get to a place where we're not keeping score every time we give something. It will take care of itself.
Listen, you heard it from the GOAT himself, man. Listen, you heard it from the GOAT himself. Stop keeping score, man. Just give. Listen, God will give it to you. I promise you. God will reward you if you're giving right with a cheerful heart. Okay? That's important. That's important. Like my grandmother say, don't be no Indian.
Well, take everything back.
Yeah.
As soon as they make you mad.
As soon as they make you mad. Give my stuff back,
yeah.
right? Right, man. And don't hold it over nobody's head either, man. That's petty. But listen, man. So for those who, may want to get in contact with you, who, may be seeking your services, how can they get in contact with you? And what are your social media platforms?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, Instagram. Our company has a page, and LinkedIn. Where you find me the easiest will be, I don't monitor my Facebook because of the work that's happening, so many people responding. That's managed completely by my wife, and I'm on there responding to what I need to. So I don't want you to think that I'm not paying attention. We are. Facebook is managed by the CEO of our company, which is my wife. I'm also on LinkedIn, so professionally I'm connected always on LinkedIn. That's where you're gonna find me professionally. Facebook is events and articles and things that's happening to stand abreast of the community. So I don't go on and gossip and get caught up in all the stuff that's happening in the community. I'm gonna tell you too, if you're just using it just to be seen, stop. You can do it if you wish to, But being seen don't make you money unless you're doing something that adds value. There are a lot of broke people that's being seen. So I use Facebook as a way for people to have access to me.
Right.
My wife is involved in that with a family-run company, but I use LinkedIn more than anything. And so if you want to find me, you can find me on LinkedIn, easy. Also, we have a website, www.gcs.consulting, which stands for Global Core Strategies and Consulting. Just look up Global Core in Columbia, South Carolina. You'll find us there, which is what we do. Most people will follow us throughout the community that knows us. We do a leadership event every year.
Yeah.
We're part of the John Maxwell team.
Yeah, John Maxwell, man, stand up.
Yes.
Man. John Maxwell is a GOAT.
Dude,
John Maxwell is that guy.
Dude, he does a good job, and I come up under his tutoring as well. And so, why do I say all of that? Because no matter where you are, you should strive every day to get better at your craft.
Right.
And so, I'm on social media, but I will tell you that stuff is managed effectively across the board for our entire company, and not because I'm in any particular position. I just want to make sure I respond to all my emails. If you send me something, I don't send it to anyone.
That's facts.
I respond to what's on social media.
That's facts.
I also make sure I don't sit behind a computer. I don't allow my life to get caught up behind a screen because it's not healthy for me.
No. It's not healthy for anyone.
It's not. And the last thing I'll say for you, and this is for our men, I would love to see where more African American men are doing what you and I are doing.
Wow.
How do we build more trust?
Right.
And start really working and collaborating. This community will get better when we
so much needed, man. It's so needed.
It's huge.
So, listen, it is imperative.
Yes.
Imperative, man, that you get out there
and support each other.
Right. But not only that, just make a difference.
Yes.
I promise you.
Each other. I mean, Pat and I have been working for 4 years. And I'm sure you'll probably invite me if you haven't.
Oh yeah.
When I sit down with Pat, I literally say, hey man, what you need to get done? What you trying to do? And that's when I became really instrumental in his life. Just connecting with him.
Right.
I'm not from Columbia. So you think about me coming from Florida. This is a small community. You can probably say this.
Right.
You can probably really get what I'm getting ready to say to you. I'm not from Columbia. I'm not in any fraternities. I'm not a Mason. I didn't go to high school here. I didn't go to college here. All the things that were required in this community, because there are silos in this community.
Oh, most definitely.
And all of it is about all these organizations.
Secret society and some of them.
Secret society. And I told Pat, I said, look, I'm not. I love all of them. I said, but I'm not in any of that. Here's who I am. So Pat brought me in and started helping me understand the community. Let me help you understand. Those organizations, all of them are phenomenal. But I also want you to extend outside of those organizations.
Right.
Because there's some phenomenal people that's not attached to me.
Facts.
And I'm one of them.
Right.
I'm not attached to any of them. I support all of them. I love all the frat brothers. They take me under their wing and they teach me stuff and help me understand how the organization works. 100 Black Men. All those organizations are phenomenal. But don't just stay in that group and expect to grow. You got to extend outside of it.
Gotta extend outside.
Because this is an entire community. We need all those organizations, but we also need people that are not a part of it.
Come on, man. Preaching. I told y'all, hey man, we preacher sons right here, man. It's PKs right here, man. We saw it. We PKs, man. Right here. We get it honestly. I promise you. It's in our DNA. See the bald heads, man. We all in this thing together.
Sitting on the front pews. We've been on the front pews listening to a whole lot of messages.
A whole lot of long days, man. Full of pepper.
Yeah, cleaning up the church.
Cleaning up the church, man. I'm telling you, man. You spank my mama when I don't do something right.
Get pinched when
I'm telling you.
Happening.
Okay, listen, man. Now we bringing back memories for real, man. But listen, we want to thank y'all so much. Listen, man, thank y'all. And listen, remember to go vote.
Yes.
Use your voice. Yes. Use your voice, man. People died for that right. Okay? Don't disrespect your ancestors, man. People died for that right, man. Go out and use your voice. This is probably the most important election ever, man.
In our lifetime.
Yes.
Not
lifetime. Not lifetime. Our lifetime.
Please get out and exercise.
Please use it right. Use it right.
Our kids will pay the price if we don't.
It's facts.
They will pay the price.
Facts.
So if you care about your kids, even if you don't agree with everything, don't put your kids in a bad position.
Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Get out, man. Stand in those lines, man. Listen, man. Listen. Now you can go stand in line to buy Jordans. Okay. Go stand in line to vote.
They stood in line longer for that Popeye sandwich.
That Popeye sandwich, okay?
Like what y'all got in?
Line wrapped around the corner for a chicken sandwich, man. Okay, go vote.
Yes.
Vote, man. Playing with us, man. Yes. We seen y'all. We saw you. Yes, we saw you standing in line. Why? Why? Because you posted it. Yes. You posted it. Yes. Tell it on yourself. Okay. Yes. All right, now. So we want to see those same voting stickers.
Yes.
Okay, you show the doggone chicken sandwich, so show this voter sticker. All right,
and call
do
3
that.
people. Yeah, hold us accountable.
Yeah.
Call 3 brothers or 3
Yes.
sisters. Call at least 3 to 5 people and make sure they vote.
Get them out
You'll
there.
be amazed because people will. Some of y'all got a lot of influence.
Yeah.
Call some people and get them to go vote.
Please
do that.
please do, y'all.
Yeah.
But
Doing it
listen,
for you is good, but call some people.
call some people and call your mama, man, your
Yes.
grandmama, your auntie, your cousin, your pastor, everybody say come out and vote because we have to make sure that we make a change.
We need it.
A change, man. Listen, thank y'all so much, man. You take care of yourself, man. Listen, put God first, okay? Put God first. Listen, take care of your family. But more important, take care of yourself, all right? God bless, and we salute.
Yo, Kingdom, community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe. You say you won't shine, come get your shine on. You say you want vibes, come get your vibe on. Community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe. Hey, you say you won't shine, we'll get your shine on. You say you want vibes, we'll get your vibe on.